I'm David Shenton, I'm a cartoonist, and I'm gay. I'm 70. I knew I was gay when I was 14. First one I've chosen is just a cartoon of us, first of all, standing up for ourselves. There's a lot of gay bashing going on in those days. Was it called gay bashing then? I don't know. Lots of bashings anyway going on because gays are now making the news. So you can see it's kind of turned the tables on queer bashing. You know, this straight man has been straight bashed in a way, but not bashed. He's just got a peck on the cheek. I feel like I had to join the next 2 decades together because 2 terrible things happened more or less at the same time. Section 28, which was brought in by Margaret Thatcher, banned the promotion of homosexuality in schools, which meant that AIDS education was not in schools. The first cartoon I've got is it's called Section Education instead of Sex Education. In Norwich, we were hit by the AIDS crisis, and in fact, one of the first victims was a very close friend of mine, and he died when he was 36, and he's called Martin, and then another friend of mine called Nicholas, and a very close friend of mine called Jim. And so I did this cartoon, not about the AIDS crisis, but about those people, and this is probably the most personal cartoon that you will see of mine. Just things that they wanted when I went to visit them in hospital. So that's the 3 my close friends who died of AIDS. The most important thing in the noughties, at the beginning of the noughties, was equal marriage. My partner and I were actually married 3 times. The first one was just a London registration with Ken Livingstone, and then the next one was civil partners. We were supposed to be the first ones in Hackney to register our civil partners, but 2 women actually went in on their way to work, so we were nobbled. Never mind. Anyway, this is the cartoon about equal marriage. You know the best thing about gay marriage and him saying equality? He said, no wedding presents. Look at that lovely French provincial butter churner and cheese press. It's gays for you. When it started 50 years ago with that riot in the Stonewall bar, I don't know how many gays were in New York at that time. What's happened now is there's a pride everywhere, and I love it. Dare to be different, dare to be wonderful. I think that all these different sorts of LGBT, all these initials are only there because they're allowed to stand on the shoulders of the people who went the decade before, and the decade before that, and the decade before that, and the decade before that. I'm so proud that people are now happy and comfortable carrying LGBTQ banners and having a lovely, lovely time. So I don't feel anything except pride that has happened, and I feel proud of myself for helping to make that happen.